All right, wow, what a week it's been, guys. Let's do a Friday recap here and kind of clean things up, take a look at what's going on. I love how price action right now has just been holding pretty solid, and key support level, which we were talking about, is 100,000. Everybody's been talking about that level. Now, we could always break below it, but it is a magnet, and I like how it's holding here. Even though we drop below, it comes right back in. Definitely fighting in these areas. Now, there's some areas of concern to watch out for, like anything, read the price action, right? We talk about that quite a bit in the recaps. So, the two key areas I'm watching for this is the simple moving averages, which is this white line that I've talked about before, which is a 21 simple moving average, and this 200, which in my case, they're the white and the yellow. You can color them whatever you want, but this is a 200 simple moving average. So what caught my eye for today, you can't really see a whole lot of that price action running in there right now because of my charting, but if I run my mouse over the chart, you can see it kind of pops up in there. That current candle is popping up in the background there. So what's critical, though, for me, it doesn't really matter, is as long as this price action is above this 21, now we're in a neutral state here on the 4 hour. So that's a good plus. Before, right here, during all this time, we're in a bearish state, right? We're underneath this 21. So as long as we stayed underneath this 21, we're in a bearish state. And you can see that's pretty close to the first low and the second low, and they're pretty much lined up right at the 100,500 level or 100,400 level. You pretty much got a double bottom here in the 4 hour. Now, let's see if we can get a recovery. So if you're watching price action, what we need to do is see it really get above this 200 and start building strength in here. And we do have a key level up at right now. If you ran up, it's right around 111,500. We do know, though, if you really look at price action and go back, you're looking at 112,500 is a pretty solid resistance right now. So this could run up and hit that and come right back down. We'll have to watch right now. You're neutral on the 4 hours, what I would tell you. We're also, right now, we're neutral now on the 1 hour. So we fought through this area a little bit, and we lost it, went back bearish, and then it broke back down. But it didn't break down very hard when that happened. That was your retracement that we would have saw this keep going. And that's why I have these levels kind of sitting down here. I would not surprise if we get a wick down here, if we start rejecting on these 1 hour, 4 hours, 200s, and start seeing a push down. Could drive down and start to just wick through here. We'll have to see. It may not ever do that. I mean, this is a hard line in the sand here, and that's why I have these two yellow lines here marked. These were kind of the strong areas, and we're getting back up to it right now. Can we break through this key level around 104,000, 500 range? Can we push on through that and start to push through this 200? And on the 1 hour, once I get above this, I'm bullish here on the 1 hour. Well, that's a very good sign. And then you could go out to your daily and say, well, are we rotating? Yeah, we're getting the rotation right now. So that's a bullish as well. The MACD is starting to show that it wants to rotate. When I'm looking at this right here. See how it goes darker red, sell pressure, and then it's going to start going lighter red, more of a pink kind of white color, and then it pushed up. And that's what we're seeing right now again. So can we get this cross to push? Stoch is already starting to do this. Your RSI is still kind of coming down, but it's starting to want to turn and push too. So that's positive. 1 hour ties into the daily. So if we get above this, we're bullish now on the 1 hour, and the daily has less pressure on it to start to push up. Doesn't mean that we're going to do that, because we still have this pressure up here in the 4 hour that we could be negative. So looking at the 1 hour, if I just want to mark it so you can see it, it's right here in the 1 hour. If we go to the 4 hour right now, here's that same mark. So you can see the difference between this area to this area is pretty big. And we could just mark it out. You're looking at about a 5% move still before it hits pressure on the 200 of the 4 hour. So we're seeing neutral on the 4, but we were bullish on the 1 hour. And that could be the run, and then we start to break back down. But as long as we hold above the 200 on the 1, we would stay more of a bullish area. Now, in the lower time frames, going into that 15-minute, we're already have transitioned that. So right here is that 1 hour 200. We could push up through that. You can see that I have some of this marked out. And we've already broken through some of the key areas from last night. So this was a key line in the sand that I wanted to see us break, or I was going to take a trade. So, and the reason why is because we broke this was the breakout area built by the GPT, which is a pretty strong area with the resistance for the last 2 days, 3 days. And you can see we broke back up through that area right here, and we actually had a nice little run. A lot of energy kicked in, which perfect. But what I didn't want to see is the rejection right here. So for me, it goes back to the same thing I was talking about on these longer time frames. Is why I was in a neutral state. We're above the 21, below the 200. I stayed neutral. I couldn't call the bullish. Now, if I wanted to trade this, you could. So for me, I want 2 candles to close. So we have this 1 candle, 2 candles. And so on this candle right here, just to kind of give you guys a little bit insight of what I trade on, is I was above the breakout right here, and then we got the 1, 2 candles, and then I was watching this candle. The reason why I marked it, because if I go into my 5 minute, look what we're bouncing on. but I'm also right now below my 200. You can see the lines already drawn on here from earlier. And for me, what I was looking for was this really to just fire out of this area and take advantage of it. Now, this was the daily breakout, daily resistance area, so this is what could have easily bounced here and rejected and fell down. But I was above the 21 and the 200 on the 15, and I was above the 21 and 200 on the 5. That's very bullish. So you can see we're marking that candle. So right here, I could look at getting in on this long trade right here. And that's basically what I had taken. Got out real quick right here. It was just a quick little trade, nothing fancy. Ran it up, and I actually took it at this level that I just marked and showed you. And the reason why is because this right here is your 15-minute 200, which I'm on. I was saying we were above the 2. I was wrong. We were in the middle, so that was my no-go trade here on the 15. So I would have said no as a basic trader, like right here in this little pattern. I would have said no to this because I needed to get above this. You can see this is my main trade that I got into, and that's the reason why is because I got the candles couldn't get above it really. They're tight, so I didn't want to take the trade. I wanted a confirmation. So you can see that once I actually got this candle closed and then here's my second candle, I went down into my 5-minute and started looking at the price action. And what I was looking for was right here. You can see my Stoches are now starting to come down, and I was looking at this 21 coming up. What I wanted to see was the 21 to show support here and this to start to turn. When I got in was roughly right in here. The best entry would have been right here with this turn. That would have been the safest entry. The reason why I was excited is because I was above the 200. The 200 on the 15 was being held support. You can see I marked it on the other chart, and you can see it showing through here on the 5. So that's what held my excitement. We were bouncing here. I got in, and you can see that we're trading it on up. Now, this would have been a great place to exit for this trade, was right through here, and had you get out if you had decided to trade with your rules of the 21 being broken. It did get broken right here on the way up. So 2 nice little trades here. Obviously, this one would have been a higher risk because you were underneath the 200 on the 15. This one would have been a little bit lower risk. The one thing is you got to remember you're in the afternoon on a Friday, low energy in the market. So you can see that we're not really getting a lot of energy here, but we are getting above key grinds, key levels. So here you're on the weekly volume area low right here. That's what this blue line is, and we're above it. We also pushed through on this daily resistance. We turned it into support. We flipped it. We ran up through, came back, tested it, and kept going. So those are all good, strong signs. Same with the 15-minute. We're slowly grinding up. We did get above its 200, which is great. And like I said, right now we're starting to grind up into this 1 hour. The main area that I'm really watching is this line up here, because that's going to get us out of this sideways price action. So a lot of stuff that I want to show you guys. I know it's Saturday that you're going to be watching this. Hopefully you can go back and use it for learning. That's the whole purpose that we're doing here. Our goal isn't to just hand out trades like most channels do, as I hear people talk about, is what to trade. Now, if that's what you want to go for, there's tons of subscription services out there that you can do it. My whole goal is, and the Kabroda trading channel is to actually educate on price action, how to read it, why do we do what we do, why do you look at time frames the way we do, look at how to analyze the 15-minute and the 5-minute, take advantage of the where it's actually asking you to get in. That's what I like to say. I want price action to yell at me and say, hey, get in this trade here, and this is why. That's what I want price action to tell me, and I've just explained that all to you through this recap of what we're doing. The nice thing is the guy that does that can easily build his account and trade himself every day, and you can do that with any asset. It doesn't matter if it's BTC. So if you're the guy that's frustrated that we're trading BTC charts, it's because we stick with it, we learn it. I would recommend that whatever you decide to go with, stick with it and just learn behaviors of when to test these key areas. Like how does it move away and react? You'll become a better trader in that. So anyways, guys, enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you for the weekend recap here on end of Sunday night into Monday morning. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.